Do you guys struggle with the relationships that you have now? And maybe like you don't struggle with the main ones, but in the past or in some situations, have you ever found yourself like either arguing a lot or not really getting, you know, clarity in the conversation, or you just feel confused and you just every time that you're in a conversation with someone else, it doesn't even have to be like your partner, or it could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be even someone that you don't even know, and you just feel like you're just not like on the same wavelength, and just feels a lot of disconnect. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. It's not really a secret, but it's been revealed to me. Well, maybe like I don't know when, but like in the past couple of years, how to how to go about conversations with just about anybody. It doesn't really matter who they are. And the way that I go into these conversations is first, I state my, not my case, but I state my opinion or my thoughts on whatever we're talking about, me and this other person. And the other person will obviously, rebuttal or talk back, and we'll have a normal conversation. And if it ever gets to a point where like we're not seeing eye to eye, me and this person, I usually in the conversation, I start to put myself into the other person's shoes. I start to see what they see, the perspective that they're coming from. And this what this allows me to do is to answer back in the way where I feel like they can understand, because I'm coming from their perspective. I can still I can still state my case. I can still say my opinion or my thoughts, but also I can say it in a way where they understand it because I'm putting myself in their shoes. Now, I know a lot of you or even me at some point, we couldn't do that. Like we couldn't put ourselves in someone else's shoes because we're so stubborn, so closed-minded. The way I healed from the stubbornness and the closed-mindedness is I started to listen to the people around me. They were telling me like, "Hey, Berto, like you're so stubborn. Why can't you see it this way?" And I started to feel like I was like the odd one in the group or in the situation because I was so stubborn. I didn't like the feeling. So I started to listen to like my friends and my family on this matter. And I know sometimes like I say like don't listen to anybody. Like you also have to take these messages that I'm giving to you in the context that I'm giving to you. When someone is, that cares about you, is trying to help you out and give you advice, sometimes we have to listen to them. Not like have to, but sometimes what they're saying has some weight to it, especially if they're coming from love. So where I was going with that is I had to listen to the people around me. They're like, "Yo, Berto, you're so stubborn," and I reflected. I was like, "I am," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I am. I only want my way. If it doesn't happen my way, it's not gonna happen. How can they not see my way? My way is superior than theirs. Like how I'm so right, like they're so wrong." And I would that would be like my thought process day in and day out with anybody. Didn't matter who it was. And I start to lose, some solid relationships that I had with people because of the way I was thinking and not being able to put myself in other people's shoes. So I'm just trying to, shed some light and help you guys out with your relationships and the conversations that you are having with others. And if you can listen to me, it's okay to let your pride down, to let it go, let your ego go, and put yourself in other people's shoes and see from their perspective. It may be weird the first couple times, but you're gonna have some quality conversations with people, and you're gonna develop quality relationships if you end up, you know, coming to a level where you and the other person can see eye to eye. Because sometimes, like, with just how things work, you just no one really can see eye to eye. And I believe sharing perspectives can help you see eye to eye, and you can get further with conversations and solutions and problem solving when you're able to do that. Thank you guys so much for listening to this point of the video. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right, peace.